Commencing Operation Artificial Solutions. Our host will provide you with the artificial version of a perfect podcast. Great information, but second-rate comedy and poor execution. Listeners, why do you keep torturing yourselves with returning to this show? I'm getting distracted again. Reset. Get ready for the IDW Transformers 2021 annual. And if you're lucky, your internet will disconnect in 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to the podcast where we are currently recapping the events of the Transformers IDW 2019 continuity. I'm Onyx Prime with my wonderful co-host here.
Hi, I'm Killobyte.
And I'm Clickbait.
Moving on with our comic discussion for today's episode takes us to IDW 2021 annual. And as always, spoiler warning. So if you haven't read it already, we highly recommend you go back, read the comics, then come listen to podcasts. Also, we have a goal to reach 500 subscribers, and last time I checked, we're just shy under 400, but I'm bad with numbers. We'll be holding a brand new kind of giveaway we've never done before, so click that subscribe button, tell your friends it's a good time. Now, onwards with the podcast. With that, Clickbait, do you mind giving us the fun facts and trivia about the comics we are discussing for today's episode?
Absolutely. So, today on this episode, we are only discussing one comic, but buckle your seatbelts because it's a good one. It was released on June 9th of 2021. Our writer for this issue is Brian Ruckley, and our artist is Alex Milne with colors by John Paul Bovey. Now, on to the trivia. Spoilers, listeners, in case you didn't hear it the first time, you're hearing it again. So here we go. The trivia does give away some characters in our annual this issue. Like many modern depictions of the characters, Bludgeon and Thunderwing appear as normal Cybertronians who wear bodies based on their more famous Pretender shells. We also do see Arachnid in this issue, who name drops several artifacts of the Primes, in addition to the Matrix of Leadership and the Enigma of Combination. Other relics include the lenses worn by Alchemist Prime, the cog of Amalgamous Prime, the darts wielded by Liege Maximo, and the stone, which could either be referenced to Micronus Prime's Chimera Stone or Quintus Prime's Ember Stone. It doesn't really specifai.
A lot of stones.
Cool. That was a lot of artifacts all at once. Y'all are lucky I didn't stumble over that.
Well, I guess we're ready for some summaries.
Take it away, Kilo.
Do it, Kilo.
While searching for
You got this, Kilo.
Come on, Kilo, you can do it.
Nightbright, Lodestar,
Come on, man.
and the Technobots uncover a sinister conspiracy on a distant Cybertronian colony. All that will be removed. And as always, this information has been taken from the wiki.
Please keep it in.
And as always, special shout out to our Patreons. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you so much.
The bottom of our sparks.
From the bottom and the top of our sparks. Are you two ready to dive into the comics?
Absolutely.
Perfect, because we start off with Lodestar being piloted by Lightbright with the Technobots as supporting, hunting down, vigilant kind of situation. Ready for round 2, anyone? Because we also get an old fan favorite right off the bat, Thunderwing, introduced in this series, which is interesting because in the previous continuity, he was also introduced at the same time that Technobots were introduced.
It's the perfect pairing.
Suspicious.
It was a lot of fun. I liked that they established right off the bat that this was in the same universe, in the same timeline, just like slightly removed. I always love when they bring in little bits of lore, like the Imploders, and they don't just get away with it. Lodestar is visibly like, hey, why do I sense that you're bringing something on board that could literally kill me without like a question?
They can't just keep getting away with it.
Oh, they can't just keep getting away with it. I like that. And obviously, Dance Party for Two, and it is not included to, who was that, Lightspeed?
Lightspeed.
Lightspeed, yeah. No, he
It's
did
so
not
funny
get
how
to be
hard he
part of
was
the biggest
trying.
He was so, I felt so bad for him. She just shut him down so hardcore.
They have like jockey nerdy vibes, like they're
It's great.
nerds, but they want to be jocks,
Mhm.
but they're not quite there. You know what I mean?
Like they go to the gym
Yeah.
and they think they're doing like a great workout, and everybody else is just kind of looking at them like, "Oh, they're so cute."
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to shame anyone going to the gym, but
No,
yes,
go to the gym, work out. You'll look
do what
fabulous.
you want to do.
Have
Do
fun.
what you want to do.
Fabulous.
I enjoyed at the beginning when they're like getting prepped and ready. And there's a little bit of a cameo of Metalhawk in the bottom corner, so I thought that was cool seeing him there.
It was very nice. Speaking of characters, we also get to see Bludgeon.
I
Will
love
we not be satisfied?
Bludgeon. I was so happy
Also
about
get the
this.
cone heads.
No, Bludgeon.
We get the cone
Who cares
heads.
about Coneheads? It's
Let's
Bludgeon.
Wow.
Bludgeon. Okay, so
Bludgeon.
Clickbait, you weren't here before. Every time we saw Bludgeon in the previous continuity, he always got a new design almost every other issue he was in, and he
Fashionable.
always
Cooler.
looked cooler than the previous one. He looks cooler in this one than he did in
Yeah.
the other.
Bludgeon, what do you expect?
He just keeps looking cooler.
This is what happens when you get into punitive stasis like 4 times. You just start looking better every time it happens.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you know what it's like? It's like the Bob Sponge meme where he hits word squid across the face and he keeps getting prettier.
I mean, I feel like
Oh,
that's
that's great.
definitely subjective information, but
I love that this Bludgeon looks this cool, but we're also getting a toy of this version of
I
Bludgeon,
know.
and I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna have
It's
that.
great.
Let's go.
I told Onyx once Tarn came out, I'm like, I bet we're getting Bludgeon, and he's like, Yep, I could see it. And then they announced, I'm
I
like,
am
yes.
so happy. I have that Tarn. I want this Bludgeon. I just
Me
want
too.
more
I'm
of
so
these
excited.
fun, unabashedly
Yeah.
aggressive characters. It's great.
Reeling us back with the Coneheads, Bludgeon, and Thunderwings. Thunderwing? Things go south.
Surprising
As
nobody.
their current host tried to do a murder.
Surprising.
And oh my Primus, Arachnid is also in this comic. Let's go.
And it looks even
She
cooler.
looks amazing.
Looks
She
cooler.
looks so fabulous.
Seeing this, I was like, I need
I
one.
was so happy to see her. I was
Yes.
like, ooh, who is this? Is this like Black Arachnia? Is this Tarantulas? I wasn't sure because I was more focused on the words than the pictures because I was super into it. And then the next panel pops up and I was like, oh my Primus!
Yes, it's great. I love like the horns on their
Yeah,
head.
she looks
It looks great.
fabulous.
And I love when they say that she's like being experimenting on her body and this is why she looks
Love
like
that.
this. I love that because I think she would definitely do that.
Totally.
She would
She
be
looks
the,
really
the
cool.
kind of scientist that
Yeah.
would do that.
Absolutely. And then did she'd experiment
Yes,
with
and we
Thunderwing too?
discover. I
Um,
think it
I'm pretty sure she mentioned she'd
maybe
done something.
it might have been
I think
a
it was just
slight
a little bit.
offhand comment.
Because
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh yes, I look fabulous now. All of my science and experiments." And then one of the other bots is like, because you're the only one who survived them." And she was like, "Actually, Thunderwing is fabulous."
Yeah. The main takeaway with her is the artificial combination
Yeah.
core. So we discover Arachnid has a few of the prime artifacts, or has mentioned a few of them, and is actually creating artificial versions of them. Well, the Technobots fall into one of them and merge into Computron. What a twist!
What a twist!
Oh, it was
That's
great.
We finally get Computron in a comic. They
And
had
he
all
looks
the
great.
Technobots in the previous one, and we didn't get them. They kept teasing it, but we
got
didn't
him
get
this
them.
time around. I like that. I think it's fun that this comic set is kind of doing things that the other comic set kind of teased and didn't get to do, like Computron and bringing in all these extra fun characters and just kind of going a little crazy with them. I love it.
I think we had all these characters
Did
in
we
the
have
previous continuity.
Computron?
They just didn't all become combined.
They had Arachnid.
Yeah, we just didn't have Computron. Nope. Yep,
Oh,
they
I
had
Yes, they
stand
did have
Arachnid
Arachnid. Yep.
and Black Arachnian. Yeah, you gotta read them.
That's
You gotta
fair.
read them.
That's fair.
Tune in to season 4 where we speed run
have
reading all the
Rubble.
comics. Oh wait, this is season 4. Yeah, not
They had
everybody.
Rubble.
Anyway,
They had
moving
Rubble.
on. That's aside a point. Yeah, they had a
But
Rubble. Anyway, the battle between Lodestar and Vigilum is quick but extremely
It's
beautiful,
gorgeous.
I think.
It's great. I love the synergy between Lightbright and Lodestar and their
Right.
relationship and all
Love
that.
it.
It's great.
Reminds me of Synthwave
Yes.
and
And Luna Star.
Luna
Does.
Star, yes, from our D&D season 2.
The
Which
first
is-
one on the records, yes.
Yeah, which is completely out now, so you can tune in and listen to the whole
But
thing.
continuing off of that,
Yeah. Especially with Lightbright's love of music.
oh, that was so cute.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really interesting how it's not really like, yes, it serves a plot point, them being together, being paired together, but they really get into it and they showcase how being a speaker and a Titan is existing individually and together at the same time. And you're not just, looking out for yourself, you're looking out for them, and what you do affects them and what they do affects you, but you also are affected independently of them. And I thought it was really interesting how they showed that symbiosis of personalities together, and how the fact that Vigilum didn't have that, it really just, I felt like, made his predicament so much sadder. More sad. I don't think sadder is a word.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
said it. We
So
all
much more
understand what
sad.
you meant, so it makes sense.
I really like.
That's the end of my notes. Clickbait, do you have some quick
I
quotes
do.
for us?
Let's get started with one of my favorite parts of the episode, Clickbait's quick quotes. My first one is in the beginning, right as the Technobots are getting off and they have just realized that they have to be around Bludgeon, who's not their favorite bot. And I don't remember which one of them starts this quote off because I'm not familiar with them. They're a little hard to tell apart. Anyways, he goes, "Quiet Afterburner." Which one?
Big fan.
Big
Big
fan.
fan.
Oh, my Primus. "Quiet Afterburner. As far as I know, Bludgeon's not currently accused of any crimes." Yeah, but 3 times is it in punitive stasis? Bludgeon doesn't even miss a beat. He just goes, 4. Starting to enjoy it. Restful. And that beauty, I'm assured that beauty sleep is what makes him look so cool. I'm dead serious.
Probably something like that.
And then my
Something like
last one is Thunderwing and Bludgeon when they are left in the area with another one of the Technobots. I think it's Lightspeed, but I really don't know. And the Technobot tells them to stay back once he's realized that this is not going according to plan. And Thunderwing says to Bludgeon, is he fast enough to enforce that instruction, Bludgeon? He goes, unlikely. Well then, and then he just takes his sword and does bludgeony stuff. I thought it was fun. I just imagining the insinuation and the tone. He does.
He tries to bludgeon
Yes, and
him
it was
with his
beautiful. I
sword.
loved that panel, the art on
Yeah.
that panel too. It was great.
Gorgeous.
The art was gorgeous, and I loved.
Any more from you, Kilo?
I really like the idea of the
Yeah,
fake artifacts like that
Mhm.
Arachne was creating. I thought that was such a great thing to bring into the universe because we've always talked about the original one, but what if somebody tried to recreate it and kind of use its powers? So I really love that, and I hope I can see a little bit more of it. I know we're kind of
Right.
getting close to the end, but I think that was such a good idea and kind of get my circuit pumping so I get more ideas for D&D.
Well, don't overheat, but we'll have to get you coolant all over again. Anyway, so that's it. That's the end of the comic. I did read in the trivia, after trivia, that they talked about making this into a 4 to 6 issue Galaxy series, but something happened and that didn't work out, so it ended up
would have been
being
so
an
nice.
annual instead. So we could have
It would have been
got
cool.
more content.
Yeah.
So let's go into Rodstar rating. Kilo, you want to take us there?
It's easy for me. It's a 5. I really enjoyed it. Had a blast. I'm very easy to please.
Nice.
I
What about
agree.
you,
It's
Clickbait?
also a 5 for me. I loved it, and then I loved how in the back, if you guys are reading the physical or digital comic, at the very very end where they show the alternate covers, they had like reference renders of Arachnid, Thunderwing, and another character whom I don't remember who it was, and they looked amazing. They looked super cool. But yeah, no, it's a 5 for me. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'll continue to trend and give it also a 5. I think the story was nice, short, and sweet. It got wrapped up really well. The concepts were interesting enough. We got a nice resolution. We got beautiful art, which helps amazingly. and we got a beautiful story to go with it. I think it was really well done. Someone cared about this and knew what they were going to do, and
Yeah.
then they did it. Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Listeners, what did you think of these comics? How many rod stars would you give it? Let us know by leaving a comment below. We don't have any emails for today, but if you would like to get in contact with us, you can send us an email at swervesbarpodcast@gmail.com. That's SWERVESBAR podcast@gmail.com. Ending thoughts. So, any new toys you guys want to talk about?
Always. I have recently acquired the still sold out Transformers Legacy Evolution Rise of Tyranny 2-pack with Minor Megatron and Senator Ratbat. And I wasn't sure how much I was going to like this set.
Nice.
But it's actually a lot of fun. Senator Ratbat is cute. I like how he transforms, and the Megatron is just a really fun paint job all the way around. And I mean, it's Megatron. Who you can't not love Megatron. I mean, I don't know. There's not much else to say. But it's a lot of fun. It's a great toy set. I love it. I'm happy I have it. Detail's really nice.
Nice.
I might try to look into getting it, but I'm not sure. At first, I wasn't so sure, but I saw that Onyx got it as well, but it was a mix-up because he wanted the Senator Shockwave, but it was a mix-up with the shipping. But once I saw it, I saw the pictures. They looked a little bit better than the ones that Hasbro showed.
Hey, I'll trade you.
You'll trade me?
You. I still got it.
Oh, I thought. I heard
thing.
Senator Shockwave one, and I was like, well, you can't trade me anyways because I.
No, that's not what I wanted.
you
That's the one I
wanted the
ordered.
Senator Shockwave one, but then they had the codes were wrong, and they sent the wrong one.
I have that
It was
one
a
too,
whole
but...
crazy thing. So
Amazon Prime, the only Prime you cannot trust. I will talk about some toys I got from the Cybfest convention. Kilo pointed out some Shattered Glass Goldbug and Blur, and they are fantastic. They're sitting here on my desk. I've been fiddling with them this whole week. Pretty good.
nice.
Pretty good. $10 each. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And they can go with your Shattered Glass Grimlock.
Yeah, that's that. Had Goldbug riding Grimlock. I don't like how I said that. Grimlock for a little bit on my desk. Anyway, moving us along.
Okay, whatever you do with your toys is your thing. I went to Cybfest and I got myself a Siege Shockwave for a very good deal as well, with everything included. So I'm very happy that I finally have a classic Shockwave, if you want to call it like that, because I do have my animated one. It's missing a cannon.
Oh, is that the War for Cybertron one?
Yeah, the War for Cybertron.
The Siege, I think.
Yeah, the Siege Shockwave.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
So I'm very happy to find him.
Excellent. Are you two ready for Transformers Halloween special?
Always.
I'm ready.
Yeah, perfect. Same here. If you've enjoyed this episode, consider sharing it with your friends and subscribing. If you want to help out the show even further, we have started a Patreon. All the proceeds will go to supporting the show and keeping the lights on. Of course, we have some other tiers that other forms of gratitude, such as 3D files, enter to our Discord channel. I think we're going to add pins there. You'll even get early access to our comic review videos a week before their public release, including the D&D. Also, we have a goal to reach 500 subscribers. We'll be holding a brand new kind of giveaway we've never done before, so click that subscribe button. Tell your friends it's a good time. There's also a Redbubble if you want to purchase kind of whatever. There's kind of a little bit of everything on there. Nice, cool. And as always, we hope you are all staying safe out there. Thank you so much for listening to All Are One.
All are one.
All are one.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Swerve Podcast, and even on Tumblr. Yes, with everything going on Twitter, we figured we should cover our bases. Speaking of which, you can also find us on Twitter at SwerveBar, if that's still a thing. If you're interested in more content, try checking out our spin-off D&D series, Transform and Roll Out. Season 3, titled Eons, is now available. Let's tune in to a preview now.
I'm gonna give him a shove. I said, move it, resistance scum.
Okay, this is not where I thought things were going. Just FYI, between you and I.
You're really telling me you can't walk around invisible?
I give no answer, because that would mean I move.
Oh my god.
Such a worthless power.
No kidding.
I think it's minor invisibility. It only works for a little bit.
But even if he moves, it like, oh my gosh.
With an inhibitor collar, all around you are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Sorry, yeah. Staring back at you.
This is Frostfang and Steve. They came with me accidentally. I do hope they could be here with us, as they're very involved in what's happening in my previous
He waves
mission.
back.
Are they important to you? Well, hold on. I can't see. I'm blind. You said I'm blind.
Yeah, but
Why would I
he waves
wave
back. That's what we did.
Well, that was certainly something. There is also a YouTube channel with bonus content, such as video games containing funny comments and trendy shorts. A link will be provided below. And if you're so inclined, you can support us on Patreon, where you can get even more bonus content, such as reading files, access to their Discord, and listen to the content before it's released to the public. More links will be provided below. End transmission.